Battlefield 2042 marks the return to all the iconic all-out warfare of the franchise. Adapt and overcome dramatically changing battlegrounds with the help of your squad and a cutting-edge arsenal. I would really like to know how squads work. If they're 5 squads, 4 squads, or 6. I would like for them. We'll see in gameplay in 4 days, but it says we'll support 128 players. Unprecedented scale on vast environments. Take on massive experiences from updated multiplayer modes like Conquest and Breakthrough to the all-new Hazard Zone. Game experience, it says all-out warfare, iconic modes. We already touched on that. We already touched on the maps. It says dynamic world, experience ever-changing battlefield battle conditions and gameplay challenges. Adapt on the fly to dynamic events and storms. Cutting-edge arsenal. Unleash your combat creativity through a full roster of cutting-edge weapons, vehicles, jets, helis, and all new equipment inspired by the new future 2042. There is specialists, but we already kind of... Oh, they actually have images of these specialists. Yeah, they have images of the new specialists.
Yeah.
So they Webster, Maria, Petrov, and Vikas. We already talked about that. I'm not going to bother with that. They probably got new information on there. They say the world. In 2042, extreme weather events and resource conflicts have shifted the balance of global power. The United States and Russia stand at the brink of war, while a mix of non-patronage combat veterans from independent groups known as task forces fight to defend the future of the never-before-seen theater of war. And then it says, learn more. As the world stands on the brink of war, a new kind of stateless soldier emerges from the greatest crisis in human history. How did we get here? A decade of chaos. 2031. 10 years is all it took to bring the world to the brink. Rising sea levels, collapsing economies, broken alliances, and the headlines keep rolling in. October 9th, 2033. Hurricane Zeta, the world's first Category 6 storm. Jesus Christ. January 11th, 2034. Global food, fuel shortages spark Second Great Depression.
This sounds so possible.
It's too real right now.
It's too real.
It's too real, especially our gas prices. August 8th, 2035. European Union officially disbands following Germany's collapse.
Whoa.
Poor Germany. Fucking happened in World War II, happened in the Cold War. Damn. They ain't having it. The rise of the no-pats. I mean, left behind the
unpatrioted.
Left behind, the displaced band together into ragtag fleets in search of safe haven. It says harbor. Isn't it a safe haven? Yeah, like safe, whatever. They are families, farmers, doctors, engineers, and soldiers. This sounds like some kind of zombie apocalypse. Or more than like, it sounds like the movie 2012 came to fruition. Like 2012 mixed with Geostorm. The once privileged and impoverished, with backgrounds that are worlds apart, forced together, determined to survive. The media calls them the no patriots. They call themselves no pats. The new normal. 2037. I love that we have the story layout.
Yeah.
2037. Humanity adapts to the new normal. Revolutions in energy, desert irrigation, hydraulic levees, and seawalls save coastal cities, reclaim farmland, and rebuild supply chain. I feel like they're going to turn this into a mobile app. But they are making a mobile Battlefield game.
Yeah.
Hope of finding stability leads to some nations reopening their borders. That's a little too real. However, with no way to repatriate? I can't.
Repatriate.
Repatriate. Sorry. 1.2 billion no-pats become a permanent fixture in social policy making. The no-pats are still distrust of the government that exiled them and refuse calls to
reassimilate.
No-pat leader emerges, inspiring a new identity, a bound to form a nationality. I can't read, I'm sorry. Drawing a line in the sand between the old world and the new normal. Hashtag we are no Pats becomes a Ryan This is too real. They literally took this shit from live events. They were really bored during COVID times. Amidst the world building, sparks in the friction eruption between the United States and Russia as the last two superpowers both vie for control of their fast-changing world. I'm glad my dogs decided to bark. All right. This goes on for a little bit, honestly. The Blackout of 2040. 2040. A sudden space debris... let me read that. A sudden space debris storm creates a Kessel effect. What is this, Star Wars? Causing 70% plus of all orbiting satellites to malfunction and crash to Earth. The cause is unknown. Fucking North Korea, goddammit. The subsequent blackout causes mass devastation. Planes crash, communications grid collapse, global supply chains come to a standstill. Prices of oil, grain, coal skyrocket exponentially.
Unsubstantiated.
Thank you. Claim reports over 100,000 lives are lost. A world is on brink, goes over the edge. No internet, no navigation, no surveillance, no storm forecasts. Geopolitical distrust surges overnight. No one can spy on each other, so no one can trust each other. Both Russia and the United States claim the other for the responsible of the blackout. While some suspect no Pats were behind it and accuse them for trying to sow anarchy. Former military and combat trained specialists among the no Pats rise up into armed task forces defending themselves as tensions rise. Fuck. So I wonder if we're gonna, when a match starts, we're gonna have, a different task force name. So maybe, a Delta Force task force, maybe a SEAL task force, maybe FS Bay, maybe, I don't know, Spetsnaz or something. I don't know. Or maybe you get to pick your type of task force or something. And then we have FSK, I think is for the Germans or something. Either though they don't exist apparently in this game. The brink of war. A food and fuel shortage ignites a shadow war between the United States and Russia. To maintain plausible deniability, both sides field no Pat tasks and escalating conflicts over resources, promising the refugees. Yeah. I can't talk. 2042. Open war is imminent. No Pats have no choice but to choose sides, fighting not for a flag, but for their future. Their war is your story. And then join the fight, which I guess is just pre-ordering the game.
Yep.
Holy crap. Wow, that was this story is already more in-depth than most games that come out. It's already more depth than the Cold War story. Black Ops Cold War. And the game's not even out.